This presentation came out of a discussion with the businessmen that we saw Sunday at 10 o'clock. And I was showing them some different technologies and ways to advance their business. I have a background in marketing, as far as like graphic design, web development, and we service a lot of different clients. So what I decided to do was tie in the connection of the economics of one unit, meaning it plays two things. It plays on the business aspect, and it also plays on the individual as focusing on yourself. And I wanted to start off with a quote, because sometimes we need just a little bit of key things to keep us going. And what I decided to do was kind of focus on our productivity, the use of technology, and a lot of key things that I use in my life that kind of helps me to manage and balance my day-to-day operation. And one of the key things I want to start off with is a quote: "Every man is enthusiastic as times. One man has enthusiasm for 30 minutes, another man has it for 30 days, but it's a man who has it for 30 years who makes a success in life." Now, we're going to bring it back to the economics of one unit. The economics of one unit, I'm going to read the definition of how it relates to business, but how this concept relates to yourself. Basically, the economics of one unit, the method used to determine whether a business model, which you are the business model, the individual, can be successful, profitable. We're looking at it in this life and in the afterlife by calculating the individual unit of a good or service that will be profitable. So if you look at it as a business concept and you also tie it into building yourself as an individual, the more that you put into yourself, the more profitable you can be in the long term, in the long run. So that's the kind of angle that we're looking at. Focus points for today, we're going to go into pressure. I think pressure is very important. We're going to go into self-marketing, technology, and productivity. Being able to think outside the box and having an insight towards our purpose in life. Because a lot of times we get out there in the real world, we deal with a lot of different people, deal with a lot of different businesses, and sometimes you want to find out what is your angle, what is your purpose, how you're going to maneuver throughout different situations. And this brings me to a part of the Quran that says, "I have only created jinn and man that they may serve me." That's the purpose. The purpose for everything that we do is to come back full circle to that right there. Think of life pressure as a tool. Sometimes, depending on how you look at it, it could be a positive or it could be a negative. So you want to think as pressure as a tool for growth and development in planning your short-term goal, your long-term goal, and an interactive roadmap towards where you're trying to go in life. Verily, we have created man in toil and struggle. This is part of life. There's no way around it. It's part of life. And certainly, we shall test you with something of fear, hunger, loss, and wealth, lives, fruit. These are key things that I pointed out that we can kind of tie in and find the connections in the Quran. But it also relates to life in general. It's part of life, a struggle. This week I worked with kids over in Opalaka. We did a unit on the embryo as birth. And I wanted to tie in where, you started off in the Quran. It pointed out some points where, you start off as a clot, blood clot, embryo, then the fetus. But it shows that the developmental stage is never ended as an individual. Even if we're into the world, we have to continue developing and growing. And that's one of the key things I want to touch base on today. Keys to pressure. When most people think of pressure, automatically stress enters a person's mind. Because most of us are unequipped with the skills to handle pressure. Pressure and stress is part of everyday life, so you must take it in stride and know that it is not all in. Not only does pressure burst pipes, but enough pressure will turn a lump of coal into diamond or turn a tiny rock inside a clam into a pearl. It depends on how you handle the pressure, stress level, and your point of view. Look at this as an opportunity to showcase your greatness and how you can rise to the occasion. When all others are experiencing chaos, you become the calm within the storm. This is very important. I had an opportunity to go down to jail. We took about 50 kids out to the Everglades, and we had an opportunity to sit and talk with some of the guys in there. And one of the guys, he mentioned to the young man, this is part of the 5,000 role model, and he said, throughout your life you're gonna have pressure. And his thing was that everything that came to him, he didn't know how to deal with pressure. His reaction was a different type of reaction to the situation, you know. And he flipped the script, and I took his concept because I thought it was a powerful piece. And throughout his life, he's been in and out of prison. Now he was telling me, he told the boys that they have to serve the rest of his life in jail because he couldn't cope with pressure. And so he broke down pressure as a positive. And this is some of the key points that he pointed out. Finding that point in your life, where are you? You know, for me, individual, right now I'm applying the pressure to myself, to push myself to learn Arabic, to get more involved in the deen, to make me a better person. Also, one of the key things was pointing out the axis where you are in your life. We all have different stages where we are in our development stage of life. You also want to reflect. A lot of times we do not reflect. Like, just where you want to be 5 years from now. What are your goals? This pertains to business. Okay, this pertains to anything you're trying to achieve. So you want to definitely try to reflect, think about your 5-year goal, evaluate your situation, you know, make an assessment how you plan to achieve these goals. Sustain, which is we're all here, we're trying to sustain our practice, stand for something, and practicing patience. We're upstairs learning Arabic, and a lot of it's frustrating when you can't get it the first time, but you have to be sustained, you have to practice. Yes?
Is there any way you can enlarge that a little bit?
It's not really cool.
It's not really,
Put it back some more. As far back as
The
you
other
want.
thing I was going to suggest, is there any way you could, in the future, that you can make copies of your slides?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, what I could do, I can make a slide, a copy of it, and have it for you guys. Definitely.
That way we won't miss nothing, and, we can put our notes in it as well.
Okay. What I could do, I could put a PDF in the website, you can download it.
Yes.
Yeah, that would
Makes
be-
sense.
Okay? See the whole thing. Sustain, practice, and patience. This is very important. I have 6 kids. It's a constant trying to get them to, hey, you got to sustain. You can't nothing is just given to you. You know, I think our younger generation are losing the concept of what you have to work hard for it. You have to earn it. And I'm going through that. I'm seeing that in the high school level, also in the middle school level. I'm seeing it a lot. Stand for something. Believe in what you're trying to do. And have faith. This is very important. Young kids, you know how it is. We're confronted with so many different things that can sway internet, TV, people outside, can sway your opinion, especially for business. If you say your price is one price, somebody's going to try to beat you down. You have to stand for what your price is. So that's very important. Understanding. Once you understand your purpose in life, you're able to move forward. You're able to say, you know what? That cannot affect me. Because I know exactly where I'm going. I know my purpose. And I know it's one great where I'm trying to get to at the end of the day. Refine. This is very important because as an individual, as an educator, as a web developer, the competition changes, things changes. And my business of web development is no more HTML. Is now you have to deal with PHP language, WordPress. You have to deal with your competitors who is coming out with different do-it-yourself websites. So in my business, I'm constantly learning. I'm going back to school, learning more. And let me tell you, I sat down yesterday with David Lawrence. We did a program, workshop for the kids. And one of the things that stuck out with Mr. Lawrence, he said that learning is a lifelong thing. I mean, I'm starting to get more in my practice and studying, and I'm realizing, gosh, there's not enough time in a day for this. Honestly, there's not enough time to really get all the information I need to get. You know, so that's one of my key things, is try to get more into reading biographies, history, just to understand a little bit more about in-depth stories. So I think learning is the key thing we should all keep in mind. And once we refine and we understand, then we can definitely execute. We can put it into practice. We can execute and go forward. Self-marketing. Everybody knows how to market themselves. They know how to sell themselves. But there's some key things that kind of comes in and distracts and throw us off course. Okay? And these are key things that I pointed out. You know, to get to that top, sometimes ego gets in the way. You need to be the smartest. Sometimes might knock you off the ladder or might pull you up, depending on how you look. It depends on how the other person looks at it. Denial. Sometimes our eyes are shut and our heart are shut, depending on where we at in our stage of life. Fear to stand up, fear to say something. This Ramadan has been a blessing for me because I'm around a lot of my Christian friends. And hey, why aren't you, what's up with you? Let's have some food. I'm fasting. Before, you know, I was like, you know, I was shy, you know, hey, this is Ramadan. But hey, I feel like it's a beautiful thing to express and let people know that this is the month of Ramadan. You know, and I think as I grow, Allah has given me the strength to be more confident in my religion and more confident in what I'm learning and stuff like that. So fear is a key. Ambition, I want it all. Sometimes we have to be careful what we want. It could be the right thing, it could be the wrong thing. Accommodation, always finding the middle ground. Finding that middle ground that you can actually, in business I'm always doing this. You know, clients say, hey, I want this service. Okay, well, this is our base price. But you always have a price that can help the person out, depending on the situation. So you always have to have middle ground, and this works for anything. Negotiation. For example, I went by to my school and I was able to negotiate my evaluation. You know, I feel like I didn't deserve this. After all the energy and time that I put into this, you know, I think I deserve a better mark. Well, that's not what I think you deserve. Well, could you show me? She couldn't show. I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you some of the things that I work on. Don't stress yourself. Here's some of the things that I did. I came back that morning. Let me tell you, she didn't say, want to look at it. She said, I went ahead and give you your points. So having that, being able to accommodate and knowing what you're dealing with, you can maneuver and get through a situation. Patience. Boy, patience is the key. Knowing when to act on insight. I've been at my job. I know we all go through things, and you feel like, you know, I think I need to leave this job. It's time for me to. I just can't deal with these people. But it taught me to have patience and insight. Maybe Allah has a better plan for me. You know, I tend to take myself outside my body and look at the situation. How would it be? What happens in this? So be able to have insight and patience allow you to really see a clear understanding of where someone is coming at you or where you need to be, or how you would deal with a situation. And that's been helping me a lot. And I think that you guys can use that. Self-indulgence and vice. I, me, acts of immoral and wicked behavior. Sometimes we get caught up in the I, me, you know, and it's just, how can we move forward? How can we take this to the next level? Okay? There's a hadith I wanted to read. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him. Whenever a Muslim endeavors in a thing, he seeks to perfect it. To each is a goal to which Allah turns. Strive towards that is all good. And this is what we want to strive as and market in ourselves. We want to seek to perfect whatever we do. We want to strive for excellence as a Muslim. And this is what we want to do when we market ourselves to the public. Now, I'm a visual artist also, so I wanted to tie in, make the connection with light. The key component, the right color shade should be shaded by your intentions. Choose the right color scheme is exactly important because it will set the mode, your character of your design. Don't let your personal taste interfere with your overall look of your design. Based on all aspects of your design, what is it you are trying to achieve? Make sure your color scheme will appeal to your audience. Very important for business. When you walk into the room, your light is going to radiate what you stand for. And light is something that bounces, it reflects, it absorbs, okay, and it's transparent. So you want to be as clear as possible and transparent when you move into your life, when you move into dealing with different people. I know it's reading a part in the Quran that says Allah has made it clear between right and wrong, and those things that are in the middle, you know you should just leave those things alone. But you know what is right and what is wrong, and you should have to make the judgment. And when people see you in that light, they know you stand for, I'm going this route. You know, they're not going to come and address you with some foolishness to kind of throw you off track. So they know you're ready. This guy's, his intentions is this way. 3 points I wanted to point out. Actions are judged by intentions. Actions are judged by intentions, basically our internal actions, how we think from the heart. Actions of the limb are external actions, things that we go out and do. And interaction between people, our daily operations with people in the community, people in the business. These are key things. So those 3 things, if we kind of keep those in check, in the future, I think it makes your intentions very clear and what you're trying to portray and communicate with individuals out there and also in the business world. I want to point out, this is a piece after doing the research on this piece, I found some key things that I wanted to tie in with color. And it says here in the Quran, it says, our life takes its color from Allah, and who could give a color better than Allah? And I wanted to point that out because sometimes people try to put their color on you. You know, sometimes the world that we live in tends to put their color on you. So once you have that blessings and the right intentions, your color should be pretty clear to anyone out there. Next slide. Choosing the right. This is just a reinforcement from the other slide. You just want to dare to be different. Dare to be different. Dare to be bold with your actions. Give a positive feel to your audience. Be bold. Can soften the seriousness of the subject matter. Be clear. The difference between right and wrong. So once you're armed with, you gather all your information, and you go out there, and guess what? You got to be bold. You got to be clear in what you're trying to do and achieve. Now we're going to the fun things. We want to tie in technology. Technology should be used as a tool. Sometimes we become a slave to technology. We let technology do everything. You know, we can't, before we used to remember numbers. Let me call Johnny, I have his number here. Now we can't remember numbers because we have to go into the phone and the phone does it for us. So you want to use technology as a tool, and what technology would do would make things easier, data, time, and productivity. Allow intent ease for you. Bottom line, the computer is something that we should use to make things a little easy for us, to make kind of maneuver in our daily operation. These are some key apps that I've been using, kind of helps me out. The iQuran, probably familiar with that. It allows you to take notes on the Quran, bookmark your notes, print your notes out. It reads it back to you in Arabic also, and it breaks down the alphabets too. It's a really good app. Islamic Compass, I use this a lot for prayer schedule. It allows me to be on time for prayer. Location, serves as an alarm. These two does the same thing. This gives you different locations around the world also. Daily Hadith pops up on your phone every morning, gives you a hadith for the day.
What's that one?
This one is called Daily Hadith. This one is iQuran, Islamic Compass, and Adhan Prayer. And I have this for you too. As for business, there's a lot of apps out there, but I just try to stick to what works for me. For example, the box. I use the box a lot for documents, back and forth. If I don't have my computer, I can just log in anywhere and get anything that I need from the box. For example, let's say your iPhone has a lot of photos on here and you need to get the photos off. You can download the box, the app, transfer all your data to the box, and then you can get it somewhere else. Sometimes this is used for if your phone can't sync to a computer, you can sync it to the box, and you can get the information out.
Is that the same? Can you use the same method to see your computer at home if you're not there, and you can look at it and get the information off you?
Yes, you
Is that the
can.
same?
But no, you can't see your computer. It's something called, I have the app that I use. It's called, I can pull it up on my phone, and this is a great app if you have kids.
Right.
I use this on my kids. They don't know.
Yeah.
It's an app that I install on the computer,
Right.
and when I'm downstairs, I can log on. Oh, it's called Log Me In.
Right. That's what
Log
I'm
Me In.
about.
Log Me In
Right.
allows you to look,
Right.
and you can take a snapshot,
Right.
go into the computer, see what they're doing, pull the history,
Right.
and bookmark everything.
Right. And you also can see your computer.
You can.
Right. Called logmein.com.
You
right?
got it.
Right. That's it.
Very good app.
That's it.
And that's powerful. I should have put that up there, but
Yeah.
that's good for kids.
Yeah.
I have. We're in a time where your kids. I have teens, and they are like they think they got this, but I got this better. I'm in technology, so I'm able to, catch them doing things. Oh, I disconnected my social media. I don't have any. Straight to your face. Yeah, I don't have any. And I'm like, okay, not bad. Okay, good night. See you in the morning. Pull my phone up, press the button, me and my wife downstairs. You can see every movement, scrolling, this. And, one of my kids, he did online Spanish for 2 years. Online Spanish, which is a semester course. And I pulled them up, because sometimes kids, you have to show them the reason, And I say, I want to show you something here. You tweeted close to 200,000 tweets within 2 months. That break that up by the time that you spent doing that, you could have spent the time working on your Spanish. And I showed him. I said, well, I just did it. Okay, well, let's go into the history of the computer. We go in the back end, and we pulled out the history, and he saw that. I showed my wife. He only did he pulled the page up from 1 o'clock to 1:15, shut down, and everything else running from. You can see the time. So LogMeIn, yes, it's a great app, good to have. We do a lot of business. We have this. This is a good app. PayPal is good because you do not pay the your monthly fees for if you get a merchant account from the bank. But this they pay as you. If somebody pays you, you pay as you use the service. 3%, 2%, depending on the transaction. Sometimes PayPal doesn't work. International. I had a client in Panama, needed a logo, had to get it to him quick, he wanted to make a payment. I had to switch over to GoPayment. GoPayment is a free app. You set up the account online, onto your phone, and what I was able to actually, on my phone, log in and take the payment straight on the phone. And it transferred right into your bank account. GoPayment. Very good program. Good one also. Invoice to Go is a really nice one. Let's say you have people on. Yes, sir.
What about security on either one of GoPay?
Security is very
issues. Like nowadays you see a lot of tech geeks that are able to go in and get your personal information instead of.
Security is always an issue. Just the other day, they had a guy who PayPal account. Found a couple $1 million into his account. It was a mistake, but with this, it's two different things you have to go through. PayPal, so it's really they track the system really good. For example, if somebody makes a payment, it sits in PayPal account. You see the date and time it came in, who did it. Then when you log in, then you transfer the money out, physically transfer it into your account. But the security, I haven't had a problem. I've been using this for quite some time. I would say probably 6-7 years using this software, and it's been pretty dependable. This one is cool. You can also get a credit card to them, and when it goes on the card, you can just use the payment on the card, or you can transfer it out into your account. So, it's always an issue you have to deal with, but you don't have to pay that upfront fee every month when you deal with a merchant account, which, for small business starting out, that could be a killer. This Invoice to Go is good. Scenario, you're talking to someone, hey, I need can you shoot me that invoice? You're not at home, not a problem. You go on your phone, you create the invoice and send it out. It links with your data, with all your contacts in your phone, and you can send it directly out to your individuals. This is a good app, neat. I have the actual desktop version. If you have a business, you can scan for anything, for finance, managing your home. It keeps you in order. It keeps me in order. A receipt comes in, I put it in the scanner. It scans it, and it creates the catalog for the for wherever that receipt goes. So I have a nonprofit and I have a for-profit. So it separates the two. And at the end of the day, when it's tax time, you just print out your sheet and you take it to your accountant. You're good.
So that really works really well for you?
Yes, very well. And all your data, less paper. I burn it on the CD.
So you can go ahead and shred all that.
Shred everything. Keep it on the CD. And they also have the app too, which is nice. But you have to have the cloud account to make it work.
Approximately how much is that?
The actual scanner, you have one for $99, and I bought the other one which scans documents, receipts, cards. That was about $200 to $300. But at the end of the day, it's worth it, because when tax time comes around, and especially doing your business, you want to have everything. You never know when you're going to get called for an audit, and that's important. Good app.
How is it, it files things for you in what order?
If you can file it by food, entertainment, business, and when it scans it, it scans it as readable text. So it will scan it and say, okay, this looks like it's an item for this. You look over it. You can make the adjustments if you need to, and you can send it to what tax form you want it to go in. So it's pretty good, pretty good.
What name, what is that at?
This app is called Neat.
Neat?
Neat.
N-E-A-T?
N-E-A-T. Productivity.
Are these Android as well as
Both.
phone apps?
Yeah, they can go
iPhone apps?
iPhone and Android.
And
This one, my friend introduced me to this. I wasn't too happy with it at first, but I started using it. I said, well, let me set it up and check it out. And I'm able to sync my bank account with this app, right? This app, it gives you a budget. You know, a budget, okay, well, you spent this amount of money on food or this, and when you make a transaction with your card, it registers it, it gives you a notification, hey, your account looks like this, you need to do this. Or it gives you a reminder on the interest that you're paying on your credit cards. For example, like it will say, this is due in 5 days or 6 days. And it would tell you, hey, you're paying this amount of interest on the card, it'd be cool to switch over to this one. It kind of budget and guide you in your finance.
What's that one called?
It's called Check. But it's actually page once. When you do a search, page once is the app, but it's called Check. Page once. Page and once. O-N-C-E. Cool app. I like it. I don't put too much on there because I'm not sure yet, but I'm playing around with it, and so far it's been keeping me on track. Sometimes we forget. There's so much going on. We might forget to pay a bill or whatever. You put all your bills in there, and it tells you, oh, this is coming up, that's coming up, and you know what your means are. You know, okay, well, we can't go out this month. You know, maybe we got to cut back this month. So it gives you a budget to work with.
So that one is, you think is secure?
So far, yeah.
Pretty much?
Pretty much I've been using it. I like it. And I noticed that they try to make their money from promoting different things on the site. So they will say, hey, since you do this, you might want to try this. You know, so that's the only thing. This is a really good app, Jutnot Scanner. Fax, email. Like when I was on a plane traveling to the Virgin Islands, and I had to send some information over to a lady. Very important, I had to fax it. This allows you to fax, send it to PDF, email. Very good scanner on your phone. It's called Jutnot Scanner. Yeah, like J-O-T, not scanner. Okay. The Vault. I do a lot of management of different things, so I have to keep a lot of information secure. So I use the Vault as a password protector, and it protects. If you got to pull up security password, you know, I keep everything in here because it's so much information out there. So I've been using this for 3 years, and I haven't had any problem. It backs it up. If you lose your phone, you can download it again. This is a good Word document. If you need to use Microsoft Word on your computer app, on your phone, you can actually use that app. Office Outlook. It gives you Microsoft Excel PDF files that you can open on your smartphone.
What's the cost of that?
This one, I think this was about $3 or something like that.
That's all?
Yeah, that's a good app. Because sometimes I'm in meetings and they might send you this. Okay, let me fix this right now, boom, and then send it back to the person.
Can you use it also on a desktop computer?
You can. The files that you save here can use, yes, on your desktop.
I mean, can you use that app?
No,
Oh, no.
because this app is actually a version of Microsoft Office. So you just have the real one on your computer. This is called Hootsuite, social media marketing. If you do a lot of tweeting, Facebooking, whatever, I do a lot of my business. All it captures all your social media, and you send one blast out, and it goes to everything. So it speeds up your time. You don't have to go and log into all this. You just send one thing out, and it goes to all your social media links that you have. Yes.
Does it teach you how to tweet?
It's pretty simple. It's pretty
simple.
yeah. Once you set up the tweet and you post, like, you do one post and it says Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and you say I'm doing a presentation on technology, and you send it out, it goes to everything, and you put your phone and you on to the next project. So it's very easy to set up.
The name up again?
Hoot Suite, HOOT, Suite, SUITS.
How soon can you put that up on the,
I can put it up later today when I get it. And this one, family, using tools. They want to conclude with the family because these are apps that I've been using that was able to help me out with my kids, with friends and family, and savings. For example, the Chore Monster is a really good app if you have kids. What I'm able to do with my kids, I had a problem with them taking care of basic chores. So what I did, I found this app called Chore Monster. Each kid creates their own account, even the older ones, and they put the information. They have their own password and login. They log in. It gives them points. Let's say, so I hear, well, Dad, I just finished my room. You don't have to tell me. Go into your account and check off what you did. It sends a notification to your phone that the task has been completed. You then go, okay, you did your job, you check it off. The point then goes into that child's account, and you come up with a system. Hey, if you get this amount of points, you create your own chores too. They can create, like, I put academic, that's a chore. They do that, I made that chore maybe 75 points. So you base your chores on the scale, and the kids love it. When I set this up, they are running around the house saying they did this. I said, you don't have to tell me. You know how to log in and do your thing. And I just come, no, you did not. And it kicks it back to them. And they go back and refix the chore. So it's a really good app. I like it. I have the free version now, but I think I have to upgrade because when they unlock, they get different types of chore monsters to help them out. So the more they get, the bigger reward at the end of the day. That's a nice one. Cards is nice, especially for a business. You may have a client. You write down their birthday. You want to send them a card. You can send the card straight from your phone. Because time is the key. Productivity is the key. So basically with this, instead of going to the store, you create a customized card. You take a picture. You put the card face. You label it. Design the card how you want and hit send. They ship it out for $2.99 and it gets to the person where it needs to go. And it's a really good app. I've used it, and pretty good. Walmart app, because of my busy schedule and the 6 kids and just juggling everything, sometimes we have a problem with what we're going to eat. What's going to be for dinner? So we create a system where Walmart allows you create your menu. You say, okay, I want to have linguine pasta or whatever. It tells you how you can save on what you're buying for that meal recipe. It gives you coupons. You can log in, and by using it, a lot of people don't use this app, but they give you a lot of discount. So you'll be able to save some money when you go to the store to buy things that you want to cook for that week.
So it has coupons.
Coupons.
And they're printable.
Printable. It could email you coupons if you want. You can create the things you like to shop for, and it puts it in order for you. Just takes a little time, but in the long run, it saves you some money. NPR News, try to keep the kids in focus. I love that. Audible is very good. With so much information, like I want to read this book and that book. Sometimes you have to listen to some books. So Audible allows you to listen to any book, online, straight from your mobile device. It's best thing. I try to introduce it to my kids when they're about to go to college. Sometimes your professor might have 4 or 5 books to read. You might want to get Audible while you're walking to school, while you're working out, you're listening to the Audible book.
So you pay different prices for books?
Different price, and it's
How
cheaper.
much is the app? I mean,
The app is free,
but the app is free.
yeah, but when you
Just
buy the
pay-
book,
But they have discounted prices and whatever.
yes.
Books.
The price is discounted. The hardback is more money. Online, $7, $5 on a book.
Suppose there's a specific book that they don't have, how could it be arranged to get?
If they don't have the book online, then they haven't put out an Audible book on it yet. But sometimes if you do some search, you can find something somewhere else. Like they might have maybe not the audible, but the audio of the book. And I just downloaded an app on the Life of Prophet Muhammad, and it's Audible. It talks about the whole thing. Very, very nice information. But they didn't have this version, so I was able to get the audio. And iTunes might have the information, the Audible books. WebMD, very good app. Very good. You might have a pain with your body or something's going down, with the kids, and you're able to put your information in, and it tells you, hey, it could be this, this, and this. Like the other day, my wife, she had a pain. I had a pain. I'm like, what is this? And I went to MB. You see people talking about what symptoms, what caused this. And you think, wow, this happened to me too. Instead of going to the doctor, you're able to solve some of this problem. They tell you some of the remedies that you can use. And it's a very credible app. A lot of people's online, and it's a good app to have.
I've seen the magazine, a lot of them, they have the magazine, but a lot of the doctor's offices.
Very good app. Now, with all this information you just got, the purpose is that, Allah wants us to serve Him. We want to bring this back to us having more time for productivity, more time to have balance in our life, more time to get more into our studies, be better organized, happier, have inner peace, less stress, and make life easy and more time with the family. Bottom line. So with this information, hopefully that we can have a balanced diet when we get out there in the real world. We want to use technology as a means to help us have that balance, but be more productive. But hopefully this information was very informative, and we're able to apply pressure where we can have opportunity and growth and development. Self-marketing, where we seek to perfect what it is, our mission, what Allah intends for us, technology as a tool, and have a balanced diet when it comes to all this stuff that we deal with in our day-to-day operation. If you have any questions, that concludes the presentation.
Thank you.
Allahu Akbar.
Appreciate
Matter of
you.
fact, this presentation, this is technology for you, is that it's being operated from the smartphone. So usually when I'm in class, I can actually go to the back, walk around, but since we have the camera here, I just stayed right in front of you guys. But everything is controlled with the phone.
Allahu Akbar.
Thank you.
Very good presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to do that again.
You say you're gonna mount this on the website? You're gonna
Yes.
have these,
Yeah, what I do,
slide presentation on the website?
I have that today, and if you get a copy, I can put the video on there too if you want. That's fine. There's a lot more apps out there. Also, you guys need to download the app called Livestream, and this is the app that the Masjid, everything that we do with the Masjid is on, so you can actually get a channel using the live stream, and you can also see everything that's happened at the Masjid.
Everything that's up and running.
Here at the Masjid. Like when we stream our Jumas,
Oh.
do whatever workshops, we can already do it. Good.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
I wonder one.
Just try, my thing is that you want to just find, because we live in a time where things are so fast, man. Things are moving so fast that there's not enough time in the day to think. And I try to make my life easy by finding easy things. For example, like this device. This operates without any power. You can go into a presentation for $200. There's a new company just came out. Had a tester. I saw it online. Said, let me try it out. And it's been 2 years I had this product, and it works pretty good.
How large could it get?
It depends on the darkness of the room, but it can be very. It can go large. You know.
Okay.
And also, say it creates. It can be wireless too. So you can actually set touch screen. You can go here.
Where do I get it from?
You have to go online now. I think they don't carry it, but Best Buys.
What is it called now?
It's called the 3M LCD projector, pocket LCD projector.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, let me try to write that down. Say it again, how you spell it?
3M
3M.
pocket LCD projector.
Pocket LC
Mm-hmm.
projector. LC projector.
LCD.
LCD.
Oh, LCD.
Yeah. And Best Buys carry it, but they don't carry it in the store. You have to order it.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you, sir.